I think Save Dat Money was the one where like I added legitimate value to his career. Like that was a next level sort of, it was a Billboard song, you know, it was radio play. Like that was his first like big platinum record. And the music video was a big reason why. Also, you know, Fetty Wap is another big reason why.
Right.
I'm not going to take all of the credit, but I think like it was an interesting enough video concept that was executed in a way that you haven't quite seen before. That was part of the reason that made it a bit of a cultural phenomenon at the time, and that kind of put him on that next tier of stardom.
I remember watching it and just being like, God damn it, this is genius the entire time. And I remember having wanted in the room before when I wasn't in a position to even talk, but I'd be in rooms hearing pitches from different music videos. I'm like, damn it, it would be so tight if, what if you just, these people who have budgets, what if you threw all the money at something really dumb? Like, what if you took the money and did something really stupid with it, but then you reverse engineering it from the sense of like, all right, how can we make this with absolutely nothing, and pulling it off is like what everyone, I think, attached to, just how ridiculous it could be. And then just, you made 2 videos, right? It was like a documentary about the making of it. They're both mad long and you watch it all the way through. It's so good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, we worked so hard on those videos. Like we shot for like 8 or 9 days because it was just like we paid the camera guys, but nothing in front of the camera was paid for. So all of our locations and talent were free.
Yeah, right.
And like the food, we paid for their parking and food and stuff like that. So we did do it. We did do it for real. But that just means like we have so much footage in the edit, and it was a tremendously labor-intensive project, but I think we really believed in it. There was a moment, I don't know, Dave liked the idea. I don't think he loved the idea until one night, kind of halfway through production, we were going to try to get into nightclubs.
Yeah.
And we smoked a little weed beforehand, and he was talking to some bouncers, and he was like asking for free bottle service, and they're like, no, of course we're not going to give you free bottle service. That's a crazy ask. And then he was just like dejected, like, yeah, nobody's going to give us free bottle service. Like, it's such an insane ask. And I was like, yeah, but Dave, if they know it, we know how big this video is going to be, they would, right?
Right.
Like, it is a ridiculous ask, but also you're right to ask it. If they had a time machine, they would do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, of course.
And he was like, I think he was a little stoned, so he's like, you're right. And then he like went in, and it went from like me being a little disappointed that he wasn't pushing harder to me being like a little uncomfortable, where I'm like, all right, Dave, he said no, let's move on. But he just would not take no for an answer. And like through the rest of the production, like we got some pushback from a manager or a producer who would be like, you should have lined up a backup plan for this thing. And he'd be like, no, we've got to do it for real. It's got to be the real thing.
Sold.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's so good.
I think like we had a creative group there, and then that was one that blew up.
Thanks for listening to this clip. Make sure to listen to the full interview, which is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and wherever else you listen to podcasts. Hit the subscribe button for more highlights and join our Black with No Cream private community for creators. Links in the description.